Welcome, everybody. My name's Jackie Pierce. Hopefully, you already know that because you read my introduction. But I am your instructor for our leadership development course this summer. It's a quick whirlwind of a course in the first 7 weeks, summer A only. So buckle up. It's gonna be a lot, but I think you're gonna get a lot out of the course. So I've been teaching this course for many, many years now. I was formerly the Phi Theta Kappa advisor at Lake Sumter. I left last August for a full-time position as instructional designer at Valencia, but I still, of course, teach part-time for Lake Sumter. And Phi Theta Kappa itself is always going to be near and dear to my heart. Now, the good news is about this particular course is it doesn't matter if you have joined or qualified to join or anything, but the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society has created this particular curriculum that we use in leadership development as a student success course. So I became many years ago certified not only to teach it, but to teach teachers how to teach it. So it is definitely something that is very ingrained in my life. And I'm excited to be sharing it with you this summer. So every week, I will be posting a video similar to this. I call them my weekly walkthrough videos, and they usually are posted fairly early on Monday. I'm running a little behind this morning, but it's still it's not even 11, so it's still the morning. So let's go team. But anyway, I like to go through the assignments for the week and what you should be working on and things of that nature. One of the things that I have found over the years is that people tend to get stumped by certain little details about assignments and things. So this will just kind of help make sure that you meet all the requirements and all of that good stuff. So I really, really, really encourage you to make the weekly walkthrough video a part of your week early on. And definitely before you try to do a lot of the assignments. This week, of course, is fairly straightforward, but you know, sometimes they get more complicated. So let's take a look at what we're doing. And I will kind of, like I said, walk you through what's happening in week 1. So I have the student view turned on. So you should be seeing something that looks very much like what you saw when you first logged in this morning, if you have already logged in on Monday morning. I haven't looked to see who has and who hasn't yet, but I'm sure some of you have and some of you haven't. So our course is laid out in Canvas in a fairly straightforward manner. Hopefully this is not unlike some of the other courses that you have at Lake Sumter or that you have experienced in Canvas. Hopefully things will be fairly easy to find and all of that good stuff. So let's take a look first at the home page. There's some of obviously important information, my contact information. Oh my gosh, that is outdated. I'm going to fix that. I no longer have an office at Lake Sumter, but I do have a Zoom link, and I do have, this is my cell phone number. I do prefer that you text rather than call. Like I said, I am working a full-time job elsewhere. So this is my second, you guys are my second job. But I am available, so you can text me. I'm also very, very fast at answering messages sent through Canvas inbox. That is a good way to contact me. And there is a discussion board called Q&A. So if you have questions about the assignments or things like that, this is a great resource. If it's about your personal grades, do not send it to me on the Ask the Instructor board. Please do contact me privately by inbox for that. All right, so that is a quick overview of what's on the home page. Most of the time, what you are going to be using are the modules. Of course, there is a syllabus for the course, and you do want to read through that this week. I'm actually going to turn off the student view here for a second because the concourse syllabus tool does not work in student view for me. So here is a look at your syllabus. Please make sure you read through all of it. before moving too far throughout the course. But for my purposes, I always come in on that Monday video and look at what is happening. So we've got the class calendar. Our first week, of course, we're going to be focusing on Module 1, and it is also Unit 1 in the Phi Theta Kappa curriculum. Those numbers hold until we get to week 5, and then we skip ahead to Unit 8 in the Phi Theta Kappa curriculum because we just can't, quite frankly, can't do them all. But so you have 2 graded assignments this week, the discussion board and the journal. There may be something else. If so, I apologize that that's not on there, but we'll take a look in the module and you'll be able to see. But so anyway, the module 1 is all about developing a personal leadership philosophy in terms of what we're reading about. So that's what you're focusing on this week. So let's go directly to the modules, because this is where all of the content lives. So if you are a student in an online class, you should be focused on the modules, which is why I have a link to it at the very top of the homepage, so you can kind of come straight there. This first module is all resources. So I do want you to go through all of that, but it's not the first learning module. These are just things that you will need to know, how to navigate in Canvas, Studenting 101, where to go for help, and of course, how to succeed in SLS 2264. And you just click on each one of these and view the content. At the bottom of each page in Canvas, you'll notice there's a next button. So you can proceed through all of these and then go to the first official module. But you also can just click back on the modules page. I tend to click back on the modules page. I will also show you a little trick. Once you have gone through all these, if you don't want these all kind of taking up space at the top of your modules page, you can click that arrow and it will shrink it for you. To open it back up, all you do is click it. So this class is only 7 weeks, so it doesn't get too terribly long, but if I'm in a 15-week semester, I hate scrolling through all this stuff. So I tend to make them little once I have passed the assignments. So anyway, in the normal learning module for this week, and these are all going to be set up the same, you've got readings and resources, and then you've got graded assignments. You'll notice that's the same in all of them. Once we get past week 1, you have an additional reminder in each of the units to make sure you go back to the previous discussion board and respond to 2 others. I do not have that weird, you got to have yours up by Wednesday and everybody else is up by Sunday. You have a full week to complete your discussion board, and then you have another full week to respond to 2 other students. Okay, so keep that in mind. That's something that I find it a lot easier, and those grades are done separately. All right, so for readings and resources, you want to review all the above resources first. There's a reminder there in case you didn't. And then we have the first actual learning page. Now, there's something a little interesting about the Phi Theta Kappa curriculum. You can purchase an account for $10, at least it was $10. I forgot to check at the beginning of this summer, but I think it's still $10. That will allow you to access their information directly. However, if you do not want to do that, when it comes to the actual readings and information about videos, I have provided a separate page in Canvas for the free version. You always want to go into this first page, but if you are using the free version, you will not be able to just click on these links. You will need to go to that next page and be able to read them there. However, there are other learning activities, so you definitely want to look at the first page. It's got the overview, it's got the outcomes and objectives. In this particular case, there's a whole lesson on writing because we are going to write a research paper this semester. And then you've got the links to the individual things. If you have a Phi Theta Kappa account, if you're already a member, you have an account. If you are purchasing an account, you will be able to click on these links directly. Now, I'm already logged in, so it goes directly to it. But The benefits are that it has the pictures and it looks prettier, but the free version has the same written information. So don't feel like you have to buy an account, but you certainly can. In each of the in each of the modules, you have a video to watch, and you've got the assessments for this particular module are going to be here, but they're also going to be out on the regular module page. So let's look at the free version just to see what that looks like. For unit 1, once you've watched all the other stuff, if you want to read the stuff in the Phi Theta Kappa curriculum for free, this is the page to do that. And it's got like I said, it's just text. It will not have photos or things like that. There are some links to different videos and presentations and things, but most of it is just the text. Okay. There are TED Talks. So for each of the units, you want to read everything that's here. And then you're going to choose a few to really write about in depth in our reading journals, which we'll talk about here in a second. So that's what the free version looks like. But you notice the free version doesn't have the video lecture. It doesn't have the information on writing MLA papers. So you definitely want to go through that page, the original, like the full, here's the resources page. But then if you want to access the free version for those readings, you just need to come back to the modules and it'll be right there, always handy, and it will say free version. Okay. So you have 2 assignments for this first module. One is your personal leadership philosophy discussion board, which is due on Sunday. And it's got all the information that you need here on how to create a discussion board. You are going to post your own by Sunday. And then, like I said, you have until the following Sunday to respond to 2 other students. Okay. So go through this. When you're ready to post, of course, you just click reply, do your post here. To add a picture, you're going to click on this and you're going to upload an image. Let me pick one for you. We'll do one with me and my dog. You can use alt text, you can describe the image, or you can just put decorative image and then click submit. That will then make a very large photo, which I always take and make very much smaller because that's a little crazy. You can also record your response using the button here that has a play sign and the music notes. You can upload and record media. If you have a file that you've already videotaped, you can do that, or you can click record and do a recording. I am not going to record within a recording. That's a lot of recording. When you're done, of course, you click post reply. I'm going to cancel because I didn't write anything. So that's your first assignment. Your second assignment is your first reading journal. And this is what I was talking about earlier. Every week, you are going to have a reading journal assignment until we get down the road to where we're working on the paper. Fully developed essay with an introduction, at least 3 body paragraphs, and a conclusion. In those 3 body paragraphs, you're going to talk about 3 different readings or videos that are in this week's curriculum. Now, again, I have the Moodle links here, but you can always go back to the module and get the free version. It's right there in the Canvas. You don't have to dig for it, but you will have to go back to look at the readings. So here's what you're going to do. Each one of these, like I said, it will be in MLA format. So you're going to have your name, my name, the class, and the date up in the upper left-hand corner. You should have a header with your last name and the page number. And I'm going to show you where to find a template for that. And I will also include a template for that. It needs to be a Word compatible document in MLA format with MLA documentation of your sources. All of our sources are primary sources. You do not have to have any additional research, but if you do use it, you also need to document it. And all of that material in the module goes through MLA as well as just essay writing. So please make sure you do those before you try to tackle this assignment. In the 3 body paragraphs, you're going to share at least 3 takeaways or things that you have learned from the items under the learning materials. So use as many direct quotations as you want, give some secondary, give some paraphrased information, but do cite your sources. And you're going to then open that, submit it, and turn it in. Let me show you how to do that. So let's click Start Assignment. And it's going to ask us to upload a file. We're going to choose a file. Let's see if I have a sample MLA. I think I do. Not really. Okay. Well, we're going to use this because at least it's in MLA format. So let's click on this. We'll double click it, and then we click Submit Assignment. Okay. I'm going to give you a template that you can use that is for sure in the right format, but this is MLA format. So that one's correct as well. And then you're going to click Submit Assignment, and then you're done. Okay. So that's how you turn in work. With the discussion boards, you're just posting it directly on the discussion board. You don't have to do any uploading or anything like that. But for the journals, you are turning it in as a formal written assignment. Okay. So I will provide a template for you, but I will also show you an easy place to find templates and all other MLA information is we're going to go to the Lake Sumter Library page. Oops, except I can't type today. And we're going to click on libraries, and we're going to click on the very first one, Citation Center. So what we have here, you have an entire MLA section, including a sample paper template, which is the one that I'm going to save this and send it to you guys so you have it handy. If you have questions about that after you have done the MLA essay review piece in the module, please reach out. I'm happy to help you with it. But I think between that and the template, you should be okay. All right. Mostly welcome. Take your time, but keep on track, keep on schedule. It is tough. 7 weeks is a hard way to go, but I have faith in you and I have faith in me because I have marshaled people through this process many, many times. So if you've got questions, please reach out. And I'm happy to help. And I will catch you next Monday. So everybody take care in the meantime.